Good evening on the Empty Skull Ranch. Here we are in the lair. Well, figured I'd do a quick update video to kind of give you guys the skinny on what's going on in here. So, since we last spoke, we had some of the walls up with the beams, and then we had the far wall. I don't know, the far wall might have, and the lull was stuck in the last one. Problems with the lull. We'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, let's take a quick overview. As you can see, we got spanners in, we got purlins in, back wall spanners in, and if you look over this way, we have the end wall front in, framed. So sheet metal is going to be a whole different story altogether. So anyway, we had issues with the lull. We were doing these spanners. We started from the back and made our way forward. Got these all assembled on the ground, bolted, and raised that one up, placed it, it was good. Raised that one up, placed it, bolted it, it was good. Got to this one, this guy right here. Bolting it, night had fallen. Lull was running, momentarily lost hydraulics, and the whole boom rested right on the pinnacle of that spanner and had bent it forward. And and I had to get the thing started up, and then it stalled and it died with the boom looming over it. Long story longer, the thing kept dying, got it out of there, couldn't get the thing to come up right, and pulled it with some rope, and then it flopped all the way over this way, and then brought it back over, it flopped all the way over that way. Tried to get at least one purlin in to tie it in. So if you guys are making a garage out there, building, and something like that happens to you, it's not the end of the world. As you can see, it's true now. So basically, it just took a little bit of figuring and getting some of these purlins on it. And make sure you know, I mean, it's kind of difficult to know exactly how long you got to go, but if you got the right width from spanner to spanner and come over here and you set it to the right holes, let the tension off of it and have somebody with a rope, one person on one side, one person on another side, and hopefully a couple purlins tied over there. Because then you take that tension off, be waiting with a spud, and as soon as that last bolt comes out, releasing the bend area, and you got your buddy pulling on it, it's going to reach a point of no return where it wants to wonk out. Be ready to stick a spud into that hole, because if it doesn't, it'll wonk out this way and then wonk out that way. But long story longer, as long as it didn't structurally bend the rafter, you're good. As you can see up here, going from end to end, it is totally straight. That middle portion where they're bolted together, that sandwich spot was facing aft. It was really looking bad. I thought that the thing was completely, wutted up, and turns out, nope, it was all right. So, I know it's a little dark now and it's not the best time to shoot the video, but I figured I'd give you guys an update, said I would. And now the lull sits over there. I don't know if we have an issue with fuel feed or what it is, but it will not start. And out of frustration, I got it up for sale. But hopefully we can figure something out with it. Hopefully. Because we got one more rafter that's got to go, or spanner, that's got to go on top of these, because you notice those reach to the heavens with nothing on top of them. But down here on the ground, we've got one of the spanners and another one sitting out in the field. So we can get those joined together. We need the Lull for one more lift at least, just one more lift. We can get that up there bolted in and then pull it back. We should be able to do it. And it's acting up. She's old. She's old. I get it. I'm asking a lot out of a machine that was built in 1974. So call me crazy. But anyhow, figured I'd give you guys a quick update. Take a quick overview and take a look. Anything I left out, cables are in, purlins. It's like looking at a smile with a lot of missing teeth. You know, it's missing a little something up there. And also a side note, anybody that's building one of these buildings, and if you go with the Olympia steel one, which is the one that I got, those Eave struts, the very end purlins that are on the eaves. I don't know if you can see one. It's I'll point this light at one of them. That very outermost purlin, it's kind of a C shape. They have it instructed on the blueprints that it has bolt holes in it, and they don't come with bolt holes. So I had to take a measurement from with purlins in, so I know it's at the right spacing. But then so go from outer brace to the end wall, and get the measurement on that, which was 16 5/8. And then there was a cluster of 4 holes, so they were 2 inches up, 2 1/4 over, and then I knew it was 1 3/4 to the edge of the steel. So I did that, and then I copied that on the other side. Well, on the other side it was on a bigger piece, so that was 2 inches from the edge, 2 inches from the inner part of the steel. So I had to drill those, and I was hoping and praying that they would fit in right. And they did. They did. So those are the ones that you're going to have to pre-drill. I don't know if my kit was a mistake one, but it's they weren't punched. It had to get drilled. But it's a pretty easy way to figure out where they need to go. But just so you guys know, if you're building one of those, that might be something that you have to contend with. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. When the light comes out, when the sun orb in the sky comes out, we can get another little video here showing you what this guy looks like in daylight, and hopefully I'll have a few more purlins up when that happens. But anyhow, there she is. And we had to rent a scissor lift from Home Depot. Best thing ever. Highly recommend it. If you're building one of these buildings, it's an indispensable item. You need a scissors lift. Scissors lift. That's what my dad used to call them, scissors lift. So, till next time, see you guys on the Empty Skull Ranch.